It's finally on Spotify. This has been an incredible journey of patience, endurance, creativity, insight, and introspection to overcome my own insecurities as an artist, my own OCD, to overlook so many flaws that just were so glaring in my face that I didn't know how to solve or that was too late to solve, that you probably won't even notice, and that would have held me back in previous projects. Other summertime trip plan things came up that held back the recording process, but I recorded and produced it within 2 weeks as planned, and then began the studio video editing process. The process of editing the studio video took a total of 5 weeks, when I thought it just would have taken 2. The sheer amount of video footage that was on my hard drive on my laptop prevented me from doing much else on my laptop. It held back the workflow of so many of my other day jobs, of my other freelance work. After Effects rendered the whole thing incredibly slowly. Literally just trying to preview anything that I was editing took half an hour. And so it was excruciatingly slow, and I had to find new sources of patience and perseverance to endure it, because everything in me just wanted to scrap it and start something new. But I finished it, and no, I'm not in love with it. I'm not in love with the song or the studio video, but I am bonded to it, and I do have a deep love for it. To be clear, I don't think it's perfect, but I love it anyway. And I once heard this meditation teacher talk about how our intentions are rarely 100% pure, and it is the process of creation that purifies our intention. So what I've learned from this process is that when we set out to create something beautiful that we think will get us a lot of attention or artistic approval, will impress a lot of people, and will make us look really good, we are sorely let down along the process most of the time, because the work never turns out how we imagined it at the beginning. We have to flow with the mistakes, roll with the punches, and catch the curveballs. And at the end of the process, we're not doing it for ourselves anymore, because we don't even like the work anymore. It's not fun. It was not fun to produce this studio video. It was not really fun to produce the song. I'm sick of hearing this song. My girlfriend cannot stand Fall Backwards anymore. We go on trips now, and I have to ask her for permission because she's so sick of hearing this song, and I don't blame her, okay? You have to be some kind of egomaniac to listen to your own art that long, or you have to do it from service, because after a while, the only reason I persevered is because I told you all I would do so, and I made a promise to you. No, I don't love it, but I'm not gonna prevent somebody else from loving it. I know that some of my favorite art was discarded by the artist at some point, and I'm learning that as an artist, it's really not your place to judge your own art. Kind of like, I assume if you're a parent, your job is to raise the child and let the child become whatever it's destined to become. Your job is not to tell that child what to be and to judge it. Your job is to create a foundation for it and deliver it to the world. And so your art is your offspring. It is your gift. It is your children. And this was one of the most intimate realizations of that truth that I've ever experienced. I want to thank Colin Cross for allowing me to document the process of learning from his tutorials on YouTube, and also for reaching out to me over Instagram and offering to give me additional feedback on my project file. He's been a great source of motivation and insight into the process of producing music. I'm just so thankful it's done, and I'm so thankful that you all get to enjoy it now, and it's released from the confines of my hard drive, and it could now take on a life of its own and leave the nest. And next time you feel miserably frustrated with your own art, all you see is flaws, and it keeps getting delayed and messier and keeps hogging up your hard drive, and you are not trusting the process, just think of me and think of this series and keep making art.